Oh, and actually we have the International Space Station flying over right now, so they are actually seeing not one but two views of the eclipse. They're able to see not just the moon passing in front of the sun, but they're also able to see the shadow of the moon passing over Earth, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, I can hardly imagine a view being better than the one we have right now, but if there is one, it's
from the space station.
It's from the space station for sure. Wow, so yes, they're able to take some pictures of that, and that is just incredible.
Welcome, and all American Cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, Twitter followers, random YouTube viewer, BitChute viewer, TikToker, Redditor, GLPer, 4chaner, and anybody else that might be watching. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio. I am the Theorizing Theorist, and today we're going to be going over the black hole that's conveniently and oh so casually floating in our atmosphere, and what implications or what truths can we find coming out of this black hole. Even though nothing is supposed to come out of black holes, we are definitely gonna pull some theories out of it. Now you see how it bends there, the black hole. I'm gonna slow it down for everybody so you could watch it, but notice how at the very beginning it's perfectly circular, and I understand. I'm not a scientist, right? To me this all looks 100% fake. The fisheye lens is there, but it could so easily not be there because the whole damn thing is CGI. I'm sorry, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the sun doesn't match up. So the sun is supposed to be directly over the moon in order to create this sphere or this perfect circle, right? And I'm sure that at certain parts of the earth it is, but the earth shouldn't move with the circle, so to speak, in my opinion. That's what from my limited knowledge. I'm not an astrologist or nothing like that, but you'll notice how the black hole looks like it's 3D, like it has depth to it, right? And then you're going to notice the black hole change shape as soon as it gets around the fisheye lens, let's just call it, okay? So there's your proof that, or the black hole is just moving, or it could be an optical illusion from the 3D. We're gonna read some comments here in a minute, but before we do, I want you guys to subscribe, like, share, comment down below your thoughts, and especially your theories on this whole weird situation. Now notice how it goes to Antarctica. It's going over Antarctica at that point, or at least headed that way, so it's somewhere in Maine, in Canada, in New York area, I'm assuming. It's hard to tell, to be honest, because these maps don't make sense. They never do. It's really hard to try to capture the world. Pretty much they position the continents differently depending on what theory or on what person you're speaking with. Now, a lot of people believe that this earth has China on the bottom and United States on the top, or vice versa, or on the left and none on the right. But in reality, all of the continents, China, South America, Antarctica, the Arctic Circle, Antarctica, and what is the other one called? Anyway, as you can see, I'm not that intelligent, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, but you get what I'm saying. All of this landmass is located on one hemisphere, but they have us believing that the continents kind of sit in the middle, right? And the top is Antarctica and the bottom is the South Pole, or whatever you call it. But that's obviously not true, so to speak, because you can see by our seasons and how everything is like each year. Like, for instance, the path of the moon, the eclipse, once every 7 years, every 200 years or something like that, or 100 years, or whatever the case may be. It seems like, to me, there's always a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse or some type of eclipse happening once every couple of years, once a year it seems. So I don't know what the big fuss is really about, but it seems like this one was a really big deal. Now I heard lots of doom theories, of course, like everybody else. The world was gonna end, and if you were in the path of the sun, run, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Now I have kind of heard some rumblings of people feeling ill, not feeling that well, but other than that, nothing serious happened. So another theorist on Godlike Productions, and we're going to go there here in a minute, but he thought that maybe it's still coming, right? Like this just marks the start of something new. We're entering a new era, okay? Who knows? Maybe we are that. I mean, it just depends on if you believe we're in a flat earth or if you don't. It's hard to talk about this stuff really, because some of y'all are gonna feel conflicted discussing this because you don't even believe that the sun is real or the moon is real or outer space is real, and you believe we're in a firmament and you believe that it's all inside the firmament. But I am the theorist, and as you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, that I only believe in God 100%. Everything else and anything else is a possible, plausible, probable, potential type thing, right? So what do you want to perceive it as is not necessarily the right answer. It never is. We all have different perceptions, and unfortunately there are no truths to be had, like Rene Descartes so eloquently explained to us, that there's only one truth in this world: thine self and God, pretty much, right? I mean, what was, I can't remember how it goes, but I doubt, therefore I think, therefore I am. I don't want to try to say it in French or in Spanish, but that's how he initially said it, is in French, I do believe, or is when it was first written. But anyway, let's dive into these Godlike Production comments, and we can see what we can come up with and discuss, and then I'll leave you guys to the rest of your week. I mean, I'll probably still be posting, so be sure to subscribe and hit the like button and that bell, especially if you want to get notifications, however you get your notifications. But I'm going to try to be posting a lot more, just for the fuck of it. We're entering a new era, apparently. We just passed through a black hole, and it feels only right. So, again, for the third time, subscribe, comment down below. But we're going to be covering true crime, conspiracy theories, and politics, and whatever else I want to cover. But feel free to join us. You guys are part of the cartel if you become a member by subscribing, and it's free, 100% free, and it doesn't really mean anything, but it does mean that you are a truther and all-American, and you are part of our little cartel that goes against the powers that be. So what the fuck, was that a giant hole? Yes, it was. Now, wow, amazing, a shadow cast by a light source. Wow. I don't know if the physics work out, or however it works. You know what I mean? The light and the way, I just don't believe it would be that prominent. But that's what he said about the giant hole. Teehee. But I was thinking, and I'm going to show you some evidence here in a minute, but have you guys ever heard of Hollow Earth? Now, Secure Team 10 has covered it. A lot of people have covered it, but a lot of people have covered how they think Hollow Earth entrance is up in Antarctica, or the North Circle, the Arctic Circle, right? This from the guy who says he launched a Tesla into space. Butthurt Globetrotters incoming to defend the fake shit in 3, 2, 1, and I do bet that they're in my comment section right now, or hating me, or unsubscribing, or unfollowing me, whatever. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So no, that doesn't look menacing at all. Fake CGI, wobbling and moving too fast, else time-lapsing, fake and gay, not buying it, awesome, Gaylord Fokker, fake shadow. Now, what if the image you saw was Hollow Earth that we've heard? Remember, I think even the president of, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau of Canada, the moon doesn't move from south to north, fake eclipse. I think it was moving kind of north, the path that they were saying, but I think they were up north in that big giant Arctic spot there, which looks like massive compared to almost anything else. But I guess it's hard to kind of compare considering there's no other continents in view, just clouds and water. So now let's check out what Twitter has to say real quick. Why not? View of the eclipse from orbit. Now this is coming from Elon Musk. For some reason he uploaded it upside down. Maybe because he thinks it's an upside down world. Maybe we entered a new portal. But his video, it just depends if you believe it was real. Obviously you believe in flat earth and that's just bullshit. But if you believe that it was fake, you get what I'm saying. So but either way, I think it looks like a giant hole. It doesn't look like a shadow. I would figure that you would still be able to kind of see some remnant, like some light leaking over, right? It doesn't turn pitch black. Even people sharing videos of them in the spot, you know what I mean? It doesn't turn pitch black. Someone says this is awesome. FJB Eclipse, and there's Donald Trump. Did you guys see that Trump that he posted that thing where his head, his silhouette covers the sun? It's pretty cool. Minus the fisheye lens, Elon confirms that the moon and sun are both local within the firmament, hence being far below within Earth's atmosphere. Now, NASA's already admitted that the moon is at least in Earth's atmosphere. It's a new outer atmosphere that they discovered. But the black hole, so you know, is located there. And here's North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Russia, and China. But the black hole is going to be located dead center of this little clock world. Now, if you go to, this is really what the world looks like, not even with the firmament or the ice circle, but all the continents are situated on top of the planet, just like this. So there's a whole dark side of the planet that is untouched by humans, or at least unseen, right? Columbus, in other words, didn't go across the entire Pacific, in my opinion. But where the hands of the clock meet in the middle there, that's where the black hole is. Hollow Earth, the entrance to Hollow Earth. And I think Elon Musk might be trolling us a little bit. If he does have a satellite up there and he does have access to it, like Secure Team has covered how the military has covered that with CGI when you zoom in on it on Google Earth, right? So they've covered it to make it look like there is no hole there. Astronaut plays baseball by himself in space. Those are always fun. They still seem believable to me. I wish I have this magic stick. But a lot of those ones in space, obviously I know that they have ways of like dropping in their plane, like Virgin Records did with a couple of those famous people, when they went to space. They really were just dropping at a fast rate, and people obviously were feeling the sensation of zero gravity. So I bet it must be really mesmerizing to see this from space. Wow. I mean, it's really an interesting thing. Solar eclipse from Chile. Now, the Aztecs had a real interesting way of using the eclipse to assert power by claiming that they spoke to the gods or they controlled the gods. I do believe they commanded the gods. That's not an eclipse, that's a black hole. A lot of black hole votes here. I think it's the entrance to Hollow Earth, but maybe CERN sparked off a black hole and we were able to launch it at the moon or at the sun. I don't know. Very, very cool stuff, guys. So comment down below your thoughts, your theories before I go. And down in the description box, I should have some links for you to check out to some other videos, to my Cash App, and to my new email address. That's right, you heard it here first. I do have a new email address. It's basically the same as the old one, minus the LLC. So it's ANALLAMERICANCARTEL@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and put it down in the description box for you guys so you can check it out. And also be sure to check out my Cash App. And yeah, be sure to comment and hit the like button on the way out, and comment. I want to hear what you guys think, what the cartellers think. Do you guys like my hollow earth theory? Do you guys think it is a shadow from the sun? Do you guys think it is a black hole? Do you think it's Nibiru? I mean, do you think it's a hologram? Do you think it's, I can go on and on, but what's the point? I want to hear what you guys have to say. So comment down below with your thoughts and your theories. And with that said, I'm going to bow out with my typical, and as always, to God be the glory.